Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, you know that the story came out yesterday night in the wee hours, and I never really wanted to go on and react on it because people say that Rokan has always hated Ronaldo. I don't hate him, but I'm giving the realistic agenda and know of what this guy is to the club of Manchester United and what it means for him to be at the club and what it means for him not to be here. And people might not understand what we're talking about, but it will take you a lot of time to understand that Ronaldo is really that kind of player that the club doesn't need. You might accept it or not, but he's not wanted. He's not wanted. And I believe that his acts have gone ahead to go on and really go over the sleeve, and he's not going to be really accepted to go on and do his stupid, I call them stupid actions and release stupid statements on the club. Some of them are right, but I think there are those, most of them, he has really gone over the sleeve. You can't come out and really attack Ralf Rangnick. You say you don't have respect for the manager. Obviously, the hierarchy for that, it's okay because we also want all the Glazers out. But there are things that he never got right. And whoever made the calculation and really planned all this, I believe it's going to backfire to Ronaldo. And you've seen it on social media, the way how United fans have really captured it. Amidst Ronaldo having very many followers on social media, I think he has lost the social media battle. And obviously, the entire people at United are really so much furious about him. Reason being, when you look at Manchester United, for the very first time, ever since Alex Ferguson left, we having a manager who is a coach, and Erik ten Hag, he has gone ahead to win almost how many games? Because we played 6 games. We've played 6 games in the UEFA Europa League. We've played 1 in the Carabao Cup, and we played 14. So we've played 21 games, and we've managed to win how many Premier League games? Let me see here, because the others are easy to calculate. Manchester United has won 8 Premier League games. You get 1 Carabao Cup, those are 9, and 5 UEFA Europa League matches. Meaning that out of the 21 games, we've won 14. Not so, 15. I think 14. It's 9 plus 5, 14 games. We've drawn, I think we drew against Chelsea, we drew against Newcastle. Those are 2 draws and some 4 losses. Not so. So the manager is really taking us to the next level where we want the team to be. And guess who is really coming in to disorganize the camp? It's Ronaldo. You get? A person would have been happy that, all right, I can settle this outside the media, but he couldn't, because Erik ten Hag was really so much great and did a very good job when Ronaldo walked off the field of play and penalized him, suspended him, took him there at under 21s. Ever since in his career, that has never happened to him. I think that's what he calls disrespect. But if he thinks that's disrespect, then he should also go on and really know that most people really are fed up of how he acts. So he is really serving the worst punishment at United because of his behavior. And obviously Erik ten Hag has come out and really told his sources, let out a story, and Fabrizio Romano has told us the following. Welcome to United Matters channel. Rock and David is my name. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. After subscribing, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now Fabrizio Romano has told us that Erik ten Hag is absolutely furious, not happy with Ronaldo's words. He was not expecting him to go there and say those things. So, Ten Hag has to be frustrated. One, he protected Ronaldo ever since he did his first press conference when we were in the preseason, I think in Thailand, Bangkok. That's when that's where it took place, and he talked to the media, and they asked him about Ronaldo. He said he's really he has a very big plan for him. He believes he's the member of the squad, and he needs him a lot because of his experience and him being a GOAT. Every time he was asked, he protected Ronaldo. Even recently, when Ronaldo really did a very ugly act and walked off the pitch from the dugout to the tunnel, Ten Hag came out and said he has punished him, but obviously he came out and apologized. That's it. So each and every time they will ask him about Ronaldo, he said, that's the end of Ronaldo questions. And he has been so much respectful. But Ronaldo coming out and really saying that the manager disrespects him is really sad because, you know, you have a right to think positive about yourself and to think all good things belong to you. But it's the manager who is really in charge. And Ten Hag has shown us that I'm in charge to an extent that he has put Ronaldo in a situation that he has never found himself in. And he has gone ahead to concede and really make a very huge blunder in his life. So this is the guy who wanted to leave in July. In the summer, and United kept him. And obviously, I don't blame United for keeping Ronaldo. Do you know why? He's not the first player we've kept when the player really wants to leave. Very many people wanted to leave. Wayne Rooney wanted to leave. We kept him. David De Gea wanted to leave in 2014. We kept him. Roy Keane wanted to leave. We kept him. Very many players, like of Patrice Evra, very many players at United reached an extent when they want to go on and play for other teams. But we said, no, you are tied under contract. If Ronaldo was not tied on the contract, they would have let him go, but he signed that contract with United knowing that he was going to be here for 2 years and even has another option here to trigger. So United has really put Ronaldo in a very, very bad situation that Ronaldo is going to have to expose himself, and obviously his ego has really let him down at the point when he's really coming to the end of his career and what has gone ahead to go on and do. Obviously, Ten Hag is furious about Ronaldo's statements, how he has gone ahead to really insult or attack the entire club, the hierarchy, his fellow players. And it came out when United had just won. So every time United really gets a shine without him, he feels bad. That's it. I think he planned this, and I believe it was in the plan, and I think it was showed on Monday last week, because the entire week after that loss to Aston Villa, Ronaldo never appeared at Carrington. And I believe he might only appear to go on and pick his stuff, then he really bamushes to the next step, because what he really said is just the end of him and United. They cannot entertain him. They can't. What he has done is really bad. And if you're a United fan outside there and you think that Ronaldo has gone ahead and really did the best, assume if at all every player of United can do that, do you think we'd be having a team? No way. Then James Donker is a United correspondent for The Telegraph. He told us that Manchester United are deeply disappointed with Cristiano Ronaldo's attack on Erik ten Hag and the club. Obviously they are. Then word reached the club via Ronaldo camp that he had given an interview of such magnitude when the squad was preparing to fly back after last night's win over Fulham. So this is what Ronaldo does. Every time the team achieves something, he tries to go on and come out and really do the needful. But to me, I believe it's the perfect time. We are into the World Cup break. The World Cup is going to take over. And I believe after that final release on Wednesday and Thursday by Piers Morgan, a friend to Ronaldo, I think it's going to end there. It's going to die. Though sometimes it's going to be asked in the press conference while addressing press conferences of Portugal in the World Cup. But I think it's going to die, and it will only resurrect when Portugal is really knocked out of the World Cup, or when the World Cup is done, because they might win it, or they might got relegated or knocked out, maybe at the round of 16, at the quarterfinals or semi-finals in there. So that's when the vibe will come back and people will start asking, what is Ronaldo's future? But I believe everything is done. And I've been told that United hierarchy is sitting with the lawyers to see what they are going to do to Cristiano Ronaldo, because he has gone ahead to bleach the contract, because no player is allowed to go on and do that. You get? The clause of disclosure has to be included into the contract, and I believe it's the Ronaldo's contract. So he has gone ahead to do a lot of harm. to himself. So that's Ronaldo for you. And obviously Manchester United have really gone ahead. United have gone ahead to release a statement. They say the club will consider response to Ronaldo's interview after full facts being established. Our focus remains on preparing for second half of the season and continuing the momentum, belief, togetherness being built among players, manager, staff, and fans. So that's what the club has put out. Ronaldo has really done a lot of harm to himself, and he's going to know this when he's looking for a club to take him in January. I don't believe that there is an elite club, maybe Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Italy, in the Italian Serie A, Inter Milan and very many other teams that can go in for Ronaldo. Even Napoli cannot sign Ronaldo, reason being he comes in and he's demanding for respect. But if the manager feels like you're not on the level of going ahead to go on and play ahead of the player that he really believes he can go on and really get the job done, then why does he start you? And Ronaldo, what he calls disrespect is him not being started game in, game out, and benched in most important games, like the game of Liverpool, the game of Arsenal, the game of Man City, the game of Spurs. You get? Because the manager believes that he's not worth it. And when he's not given every game, that is disrespect. You get? But for him, when he walks from the dugout to the tunnel, that's not disrespect. So he used a very bad word, and his interview has really gone viral, but I believe he's really going to go on and really regret why he did it. Secondly, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was not an elite manager, was starting him game in, game out, Ronaldo was not anywhere talking of him being disrespected and bringing out what United is really doing bad. After this manager coming in and he says, Ronaldo, you are really going to be on the bench because you can't do the job that Martial does or Rashford, especially up front. Ronaldo calls that disrespect. So I believe Ronaldo is really into a very, very hard situation, and the only bailout that can be reduced on this is for him to go out and score goals in the World Cup. If he is taking the form he has been playing with at the Portuguese national team in the recently concluded qualifiers for the UEFA Nations League, where they are knocked out by Spain and he missed out close to 4-seaters, and the fans of Portugal went ahead to boo him for the very first time to the World Cup, I believe a lot is going to be on his head, and I don't believe he'll handle the pressure, because the soul is wanting, but his body can't afford. 37 years of age, Ronaldo believes he can play at top level. And I don't believe there is a club, apart from Manchester United, that is really going to go on and really contain him. But we're waiting to see what Ten Hag is going to decide. But we've been told by FABRIZIO Romano that for Manchester United, the real mission now is behind the scenes to find the right striker and to find then the right solution for Cristiano Ronaldo. So United is really going on to find the right solution for Ronaldo, and they're really looking for replacement. And when you hear that they're looking for replacement, that means he's totally out. When you look at the strikers available, there is likes of Ivan Toney, you can talk of Vlahovic, there is Jonathan David, there is Benjamin Šeško, there is Nkunku, who else? Vlahovic has been talked about. Sorry about that, guys. The other player is João Felix, who has really fallen out with Diego Simeone at Atletico Madrid. Memphis Depay is back in the news that he might cross to Manchester United. So we are waiting to see what is going to happen for Cristiano Ronaldo and what the club is really having in back for the player. So thank you guys for watching. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. So what are your reactions on Ten Hag furious with Ronaldo's statement, and obviously everything that Ronaldo went ahead to go on and say about the club, the players, and very many lots of things, because there is another interview close to 90 minutes that is going to be released on Wednesday and Thursday. So that's Cristiano Ronaldo for you. Rokan David is my name. First video of the day. More too are yet to come. I'm out.